Tiff, look at this orange. I know you like small things.
Shut up. She's trying to study.
In Left 4 Dead news.
That game is pretty fun, by the way.
Very fun. The sequel was great.
Oh, I didn't play the sequel.
Submitted by JK Fam for life.
For life. Yay.
A man tried to kill his ex-wife but failed. It's a fail.
Oh.
Major fail.
You in trouble? How do you want to kill someone?
I know that feeling.
It was passion.
I know that feeling too.
Kill? You know that feeling to kill? Like, what is
Like you want to end their life, right?
That was
You thought that about me?
No.
You thought about ending my life?
I didn't say anything. You're assuming.
Your eyes, you had shifty ass eyes, you little Asian boy.
I think we can all empathize with the feeling of failure and how bad it feels.
Yes.
That's the real story.
That's all I gotta say.
He tried his
Get his
best
goal.
and he didn't reach his goal.
You always gotta try, right?
When you fail, get up, do it
Try again. Try your ass. Try harder.
So what happened, Tiff?
So this is a story about a woman and her abusive husband.
I don't like it.
This all takes place in Wisconsin. So David is the husband and Terry is the wife. All right, so David was really abusive in the relationship. He would yell at Terry constantly for things like if the curtains were out of place or if she didn't fold the towels.
What a stickler.
So then there was this one night where they had an argument over spaghetti, that she was cooking dinner, she left spaghetti out, and he was telling her that she needs to put the spaghetti back before it got bad. And then it just led to like a really bad argument to the point where she ran down to the basement to get away from him, and that was the only place that she had to go because of all the doors being locked and he only had the keys. So then she says that she just found herself there. She told herself, like, I'm 30 years old, sitting in a box in my basement, hiding from my husband. What the hell am I doing? So at that point, that was like the catalyst that drove her to go get divorced.
Good girl.
The day of the divorce, in court, David was crying, and he ends up telling her in a really threatening way, like, you're going to regret this. So then 3 years later, Terry ended up remarrying to this man named Nick, and she was pregnant. And at this point, David started to fight for custody for the two daughters. And the court granted him joint custody because they were impressed that a father actually wanted to spend time with his kids, despite the fact that he beat her.
What?
Which is so weird.
And it's like recorded, like she reported it?
Yeah. Like she
It's
had,
like Nicole Simpson shit, dude.
Yeah,
Where
it
there's,
is.
what, fucking 11 incidents
Yeah,
or
there's like
something?
12
Yeah.
incidents.
And photos and
Crazy.
everything, and it's just... oof.
Yeah, so then he was granted joint custody, and then so every time David and Terry had to interact with the drop-off and the pickup of the daughters, he would verbally and physically assault her, which I'm thinking like, what the
What about the husband?
I know, right?
I mean, once a girl remarries, he's like the new security guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's his duty to kick his ass.
Yeah, so they don't
But maybe he was scared.
yeah, they don't really
He was really scared. I could see that happening, yeah.
I'd be scared.
Because fear can be immobilizing. You could just freeze.
Yeah. Go pick up your kids yourself. I'm staying home.
Yeah, I'm a little scared of this guy, frankly. You don't mind going alone?
I'll watch TV. Keep the couches warm.
They're making jokes.
So then Terry just kept insisting that for them to just exchange the kids in public places. She ended up calling the police twice and filed a restraining order. And when she filed this restraining order, it barred David from possessing any weapons. But Terry already knew that he had a gun in the house. But the cops couldn't confiscate that gun without a search warrant, so he still ended up keeping the gun. She also was saying how he held on to a lot of their wedding items, and after the divorce he still lived in that same house. And so he would be showing their daughters like her wedding dress, photo albums, video footage of the wedding, and he would do this to these daughters as proof that mommy doesn't keep her promises.
How manipulative.
Yeah, he's working them.
God.
He was working them.
That sucks.
Yeah, he's manipulating the children's.
So the day of the attempted murder, David had asked Terry to pick up their daughters from his house, and so Terry agreed.
She should have remarried with a jiu-jitsu master.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Just hang out at dojos and just try to seduce one of them.
Yeah, girls, if you're in an abusive relationship, you need to get with the new guy that could beat up the old guy.
I feel
that
like
won't beat you up.
they go the opposite way because they were with someone so aggressive.
Oh, yeah.
So they like go with a beta male.
No, you gotta go with something for more aggressive. Start going to
Yeah.
all the UFCs.
The justice aggressive guys, the real aggressive guys that are aggressive toward other guys and not women.
Yeah.
This guy's like, her new guy is. It's like, oh shit, your ex-husband's coming over. It's like, hold on, let me paint him something really aggressive.
Let me write him a long email.
I'm doing an oil painting. Hold on.
No, that'll take forever to dry.
It'll take a while.
She shouldn't go with an MMA fighter, because then what if she gets stuck with fucking War Machine #2?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's why most
But that's 1 out of a million, though.
to to like a more soft, gentle male after, or a girl. Maybe they try girls for a little bit because they get like so traumatized by aggressive men.
Or get with the dog trainer, someone that comes with like a beastly animal.
Yeah,
So-
dude, he's a trainer of a beastly thing. Exactly.
How did he try to kill her?
Okay, so the day of the attempted murder, that's when he told her like, come and pick up our daughters from my house. She went there. When he opened the door, he was uncharacteristically calm, which really weirded out Terry.
Probably just busted nuts, just jacked off, and it was just.
He's just busting
So
the
you-
nut.
Oh, with the daughters in the room?
So David told Terry that their daughters are playing hide and seek and that they want their mom to go find them.
No, Terry, come on!
Her gut said no, but she didn't want to disappoint her daughters.
Oh.
She ended up going in the house looking for them.
Oh, it's so scary.
Where's her husband throughout all this stuff?
Exactly.
So
Painting aggressively in the attic.
He's like, I'm gonna give him a fucking finger painting.
He's
I'm
like,
making a meme out of
first
this.
thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give him some space. Second thing I'm gonna do is give him this painting when it dries.
So 3 hours later,
playing hide and seek for 3 hours.
It's a long game.
Nick ended up calling the police because that was already way too long. Like she should have returned already with the girls. So then Nick gave the dispatchers David's address, and the dispatchers had recognized it because they said earlier there was a breathless woman that had called 911
shit.
and gave them the same address.
Well, why didn't they go there?
So then deputies got there, but the house is empty. So then they started asking neighbors if they saw anything, and the neighbors said that they saw David towing Terry's car earlier that morning. So then there was a second 911 call, and this time it was Terry. She was able to stay conscious long enough to give authorities some really important information, which was her name, and her ex-husband was trying to kill her, and that she was in the back of his green pickup truck. And so detectives returned to David's home and found black sweatpants that Nick said that Terry was wearing. They also found a really large blood stain on the carpet and an empty handgun case. And so they immediately assumed that Terry had been badly assaulted, obviously, by David, and the fact that David's armed. So then nearly 100 officers set out to go follow any leads that they could for like 26 hours they were looking. And so police waited for David to arrive to work, which, by the way, he's an air traffic controller. And so
Those fucking controllers.
he got to
Yo,
work.
my brother's a controller. You got some shit to say about it?
Watch out.
My brother's ATC, but you got some shit?
I heard that that's a really stressful job, like one of the most stressful jobs in the world.
It's
Yeah.
true. My brother really is ATC, and he says it's stressful.
Probably gives the best light shows at raves, too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he knows how to do all that shit.
Yeah, so then when David got to work, there was no Terry, no daughters. And so officers told him that his ex-wife had been missing, and if he could just go down to the police station for some questioning to see if he can help them with anything. The sheriff was just saying, like, I was begging him, talking to him with tremendous amount of respect, like trying to get something out of him because they already knew like he was doing something or hiding something.
They just should have tortured him.
Yeah, so then finally is when, after all that time, is when they dropped the bomb, saying that they found the evidence in his home. And so that's when he started getting really nervous, and then he started getting like really, really emotional. And he ended up saying that Terry had attacked him and that he responded in self-defense, but the rest was a blur.
Oh my god.
And so the authorities already had enough evidence to detain him, and so they confiscated his personal belongings, and in his wallet they saw a card for a storage facility near a town where David had property. So then they ended up calling the storage facility, and they said that yes, he does own that storage facility, and he had visited it that morning. So the cops got to the storage facility. They just saw a baseball bat that had like crusted blood on it, and like this garbage container, like a trash container. And so they opened it and they found Terry there.
Oh my god.
They said that her body temperature was 86 degrees Fahrenheit because that day was freezing. They were saying that she was literally like 1 hour away from dying.
Wow.
And
Like she was bleeding to death or something?
no, because it was so cold, and then also because she had suffered like trauma, like from being hit.
So she was shot or hit with a baseball bat?
Baseball bat.
So where did the empty gun casing come from?
He was threatening her with it, but he didn't actually shoot her. And so they're saying like her feet were so black that it looked like she was wearing socks, but she was just so frostbitten, and like her eyes were swollen shut. She was in the fetal position. Just
How could you kill the mother of your children?
I know. So crazy. So they're saying that she ended up spending about 7 weeks in the hospital trying to recuperate, and she underwent 10 different operations, and she also lost the baby.
Yeah, of course.
Did she lose her feet?
No, but they did say that she was wheelchair bound for several more weeks after her recovery.
That sucks.
So what happened to him?
3 years.
So
Yeah, right.
Community service.
Did David end up getting the painting, the aggressive painting?
Right.
do it.
Because he mailed it to him.
Waste of fucking
I
time.
really hope he delivered the painting.
He didn't want to confront him with the painting. He mailed it to him, so we'll find out.
That was so quick for the detectives to like find that card and go right away.
Yeah. So David was sentenced to 35 years in prison for first-degree intentional homicide.
35 years, that's
35
it.
years. That's what he got.
Life.
And so
How does he get 35 years and then some cats get like 237 years?
Yeah, and he planned it all out with the hide and seek.
Yeah, so it was very clear.
That's bullshit.
And then he lied about the attack, obviously.
Yeah, they gave him like 6 hours to tell the truth.
But luckily, he didn't check Terry to see if she had a cell phone, so that's how she was able to call the cops when she was in the truck. But they're
Nice.
saying that David had brutally assaulted Terry with a baseball bat while their daughters were locked in the back bedroom of the home. And so they're saying that the girls started crying because they were so hungry and they were no longer distracted by the movie that he had played for them.
He only played Frozen so many times.
You're just hearing your girls cry and like you're getting beat.
I'm so happy she's alive.
Me too.
Yeah, me too. That would have sucked if she died.
Terry has been helping draft laws to protect domestic violence victims.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
and-
what's the
Terry's
point of
law,
a
bud.
restraining order if they say like you can't have weapons, but then they can't actually enforce that law?
Exactly.
Like,
so
what's the
thanks
point?
to her, like that was more enforced.
If you have a restraining order, you can't own a weapon, right? That makes sense, yeah.
If they have priors of domestic violence and all that, like we need to find a better way to regulate, watch it, and
Did Terry break up with Nick?
No, so they're still married and they have a 9-year-old son.
Aww.
So this is David and
Nick is still painting.
Yeah.
this is Terry on her second wedding day with her 2 daughters.
That sucks they had to go through that.
This is what she looks like now.
Wow.
Can we find out what prison this guy's in? And we can just all send him mail of like, hey,
Like
you
oil
suck, you got a
paintings?
little dick and shit.
A lot of oil paintings.
Yeah, just send him like a fucking, just like handwritten letters.
I'm gonna give him hate mail of
Yeah.
like drawings. That'll show him. He'll open it up and be like, oh, that hurt.
Or like a scary picture, dude. I just draw a fucking scary looking
a ghost?
And he's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Damn, I hate letter time in prison.
I think the best revenge is just taking pictures of Terry in really happy situations.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, because
That'll scar him.
Dude, she should send him pictures of like her at TGI Fridays with mid julep. She's like, yeah, that's right, I'm living the fucking life.
And I ordered an appetizer.
And with a gift card, you know. I'm not fucking, insulting.
How's it going, guys? Don't forget to like the video, because if you don't, I will break your fucking legs. Thank you so much. For the last video, don't forget to click right here or I'll break your fucking arms. Click right here, guys.